And we are symmetric matrices of the same order, then show that AB is a symmetric if and only if A and B commute. Commute means commutative property satisfying here. AB is equal to BA. If this condition satisfied, then it is a symmetric case. Okay. Therefore, so consider first it is a symmetric matrix here. Okay. So since A and B are symmetric matrices. Symmetric matrices. By definition, A dash is equal to A and B dash is equal to B. Okay. Here they already given here, and we are symmetric matrices here. Hence A dash equal to A and B dash equal to B. Now consider AB is a symmetry here. Okay. So consider AB is a symmetric. Okay. If you consider AB as a symmetric, then you have to prove A and B commute. Means AB is equal to BA. You have to prove this result here. So if AB is a symmetric matrix, then by definition AB dash is equal to AB. Okay, by definition. This is by definition. So just observe here. If A is a symmetric, then A dash equal to A. If B is a symmetric, then B dash is equal to B. Like that, AB is a symmetric, then AB dash is equal to ABS. Okay, by definition of the symmetric matrix here. But you know the property of transpose of the matrix. Property of transpose of the matrix here. AB dash is equal to what here? B dash into A dash here. Okay, this is by property here. So it is by property of transpose of the matrix here. AB whole dash is equal to B dash into A dash here. Okay, but here B dash is a B here and A dash is A. So use here. Therefore this is equal to B dash is a B and A dash is a A. So AB whole dash is equal to B. So just observe here. AB whole dash is equal to AB and AB whole dash is equal to B. So these two are same here. Therefore RHS both are equal here. Therefore we can write here AB is equal to what here? B. Okay, you already proved here. If AB is a symmetric, then A and B commute here. Okay. Therefore I repeat once again. A is a symmetric matrix, hence A dash equal to A. B is a symmetric matrix here. B dash equal to B. They already given here. And consider AB is a symmetric matrix, therefore AB dash equal to A into B. This is by definition. But a property AB whole dash equal to B dash into A dash. B dash is a B and A dash is a A. Therefore these two are same here. So equating these two here. So AB is equal to BA, means commutative property satisfying here. Then converse part here. Conversely. Okay, conversely. Okay. If AB is equal to BA, if AB is equal to BA, then we shall show that AB is a symmetric. AB is a symmetric here. Okay, conversely, in converse what? Consider AB is equal to BA. Then we have to prove AB is a symmetric matrix here. AB is a symmetric matrix here. Okay. So now, you know the property of a transpose of the matrix here. AB whole dash here. AB whole dash is equal to what here? B dash into A dash here. This is a by property here. By property of the transpose of the matrix here. But B dash is a B, A dash is a A. Therefore, this is equal to B dash is a B and A dash is a A. Then here AB is equal to BA. Therefore, instead of BA, you can take here AB. Therefore, this is equal to AB. Therefore, AB whole dash equal to B dash A dash is by property. B dash is a B and A dash is A because A and B are symmetric matrices. But here AB is equal to BA is there. Therefore, replace the BA by AB. Hence, AB dash is equal to AB. The meaning is what here? AB is a symmetric matrix here. Therefore, AB is a symmetric. Okay. This is the proof here. Okay. Here choose the correct answer here. If AB are the symmetric matrices of the same order, then AB minus BA is a first option is a skew symmetric matrix. Second option symmetric matrix. Third option zero matrix. Fourth option is a identity matrix here. Okay. Here they given A and B are the symmetric matrices here. A comma B or symmetric matrices here. Therefore, by definition here, A dash is equal to A and B dash is equal to B. A and B are the symmetric, as A dash equal to A and B dash is equal to B. Okay. Now take here AB minus BA whole dash here. So AB minus of BA whole dash is equal to, so AB dash minus of BA dash here. Okay, this is a by property here. Okay, because you know here A minus B whole dash is equal to A dash minus of B dash here, using that property here. Then AB whole dash is there. So AB whole dash is B into B dash into A dash here. And BA whole dash is A dash into B dash here, because you know that again property here. AB whole dash is equal to B dash into A dash here. So AB whole dash is a B dash A dash. BA whole dash is A dash B dash here. Then this is equal to, here B dash is a B and A dash is A. Hence B dash is a B, A dash is A and A dash is A and B dash is a B. Now take a minus common factor here. Minus is a common factor. Then AB minus of BA. Okay, if you take minus common here, then this becomes a positive term and this becomes a negative term. Yes, AB minus BA whole dash is equal to minus of AB minus B. The meaning here what? AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix here. Therefore, AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix here. Okay, this is by the definition of skew symmetric here. AB minus BA whole dash is equal to minus of AB minus BA. Hence, AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. So, A is the correct option here. If matrix A is equal to cos alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha, then A plus A dash is equal to identity matrix. If the value of alpha is, four options are there. First option is pi by 6, second pi by 3, third option is pi, fourth option is 3 pi divided by 12. So here A plus A dash is equal to I, they already given here. So matrix A is a cos alpha minus of sin alpha. So sin alpha cos alpha here. Then the plus and A dash is a transpose of the given matrix here. Cos alpha minus sin alpha right in the column here. Cos alpha minus of sin alpha. Sin alpha, cos alpha right in the column. sin alpha cos alpha, that is equal to identity matrix here I. So I is a 1 0 0 1 here, identity matrix. Then adding these two matrices here, therefore cos alpha plus cos alpha becomes 2 into cos alpha. Then minus sin alpha plus sin alpha becomes 0 here. Sin alpha minus sin alpha becomes 0. Cos alpha plus cos alpha is 2 cos alpha. That is equal to 1 0 0 1 here. Okay. Then equating here 2 cos alpha is equal to 1 here. 2 into cos alpha is equal to 1. Hence cos alpha is equal to 1 divided by 2. Then obviously it is a pi divided by 3. 60 degree, it is a pi by 3. Hence B is the answer. B answer. So assume X, Y, Z, W, P are the matrices of the order 2 into N, 3 into K, 2 into P, N into 3, P into K respectively. Choose the correct answer here. The restriction on N, K and P so that P into Y plus W into Y will be defined R. Okay, first option is K is equal to 3, P is equal to N. Second option, K is arbitrary, P is equal to 2. Third option, P is arbitrary, K is equal to 3. And the fourth option is K is equal to 2 and P is equal to 3. Okay. So here first take here P and Y. Okay. Here you know that here P is a matrix of order P into K. Okay, it is a P into K. So P is a matrix of order. Already given here P into K. P into K. Okay. And Y is a matrix of order. Y is a matrix of order here. Here Y matrix of order is a 3 into K. So 3 into K. Okay. Then if P is a matrix of order P into K and Y is a matrix of order 3 into K, then P and P into Y matrix of order what here? P into K. Where K must be equal to 3. K is equal to 3 because you know that if A is a matrix of order M into N here, B is a matrix of order N into P, then AB, its a product is a matrix of order M into P. Okay, if these two are same here N and N, number of column of the first matrix is equal to number of row of the second matrix, then only the product defined here. Then after multiplication you will get a matrix of order M into P. So here P is a matrix of order P into K and Y is a matrix of order 3 into K. Therefore here these must be equal here. Then P into Y is a matrix of order P into K where K is equal to 3. That is important here. Okay, therefore P into Y is a matrix of order P into K where K is equal to 3. Okay, we are using this result here. If these two are same here, then only product defined here. Then after multiplication you will get a matrix of order M into B. Therefore here if these two are same here, then only you can multiply. After multiplication you will get a matrix of order P into K. Hence P into Y is a matrix of order P into K where K is equal to what here? 3. K is equal to 3. So similarly here W, Y is there. Okay. So consider here. So W is a matrix of order. Okay, here W is a matrix of order N into 3. Okay, N into 3. Next Y is there. So Y is a matrix of order. Y is a matrix of order 3 into K. So 3 into K. Again using this result here, W into Y here. Okay, W into Y is also a matrix here. Matrix of order here. These are same here. Then you will get a matrix of order n into K. Therefore, W is a matrix of order n into 3. Y is a matrix of order 3 into K. Then W into Y, it's a product is a matrix of order n into K because these two are same here. Okay, so n into K. Next, one more property is there. Okay, if A is a matrix of order m into n here, then B is a matrix of order m into n, then the product addition here, addition of two matrices of order m into n only. If both are having the same order, then only can add it here. That is important here. If A is a matrix of order m into n, B is a matrix of order m into n, then A plus B is defined and its order is m into n here. Therefore here, just observe here, Py is a matrix of order p into k. Wy is a matrix of order n into k. Therefore Py plus Wy. Therefore Py plus Wy is a matrix. Is a matrix of order. Okay, just observe here. P into k is here n into k. Therefore k must be is equal to what here? N here. Okay. So therefore P into k. Take care. Py is a matrix of order p into k. Wy is a matrix of order n into k. Hence Py plus Wy is a matrix of order p into k. Here P must be is equal to n here. Here P is equal to what? N. Therefore P is equal to n here and k is equal to 3. That is important here. Okay. So P is equal to n and k is equal to 3 here. So first option is correct. Here the second question. If n is equal to P, then the order of the matrix 7x minus 5z is. Okay. First option is P into 2. Second option 2 into n. Third option n into 3 and fourth option is p into n. Okay. Therefore here x and z are there. X is a matrix of order 2 into n. Okay, x is a matrix of order 2 into n. Next take here z here. Z is a matrix of order here. Z is a matrix of order 2 into p here. 2 into p. Okay. Here 7x minus 5z here. So 7x minus 5z is a matrix of order here. You know that again here, suppose A is a matrix of order m into n, B is a matrix of order m into n, then A plus B is defined here, then its order is m plus m into n here. So similarly, A is a matrix of order m into n, B is a matrix of order m into n, then its subtraction here, A minus B is defined, then its order is again m into n here. So addition and subtraction possible only when they are having the same orders here. Therefore, the subtraction is there. If of subtraction, then both must be having the same order here. Then only you can subtract here. Okay. Here just observe here. X is a matrix of order 2 into n, and Z is a matrix of order 2 into p here. Then obviously, so 7x minus 5z is a matrix of order either this one or this here. 2 into n. Okay, you can take this one or this one here, but they are already given here. N is equal to p here. Suppose if you take 2 into cross p, again you will get the same 2 into n only. Okay, therefore here subtraction, for subtraction defined when they are having the same orders here. Therefore, here X is a matrix of order 2 into n, Z is a matrix of order 2 into Pn, and they already given here n into P, n is equal to Pn. Therefore, even this is also n here. Therefore, 7x minus 5z is equal to 7x minus 5z is a matrix of order 2 into n. Yes. Okay, here n is equal to Ps. So therefore, here the answer is B. B is the correct answer.